broadcast. There we go. All right, now we go. Okay, everybody. I'm not sure which part you caught. Cash call today. Cash call's a little bit late, and my co-host Brian wasn't able to make it on today. I don't know if we're going to have Eric on or not, but here's what I'm going to do. I want to see if we got some people watching our cash call today. So I've got some good calls to listen to, and I'm going to see if I can find anybody and bring them on here. Why not? Oh, here we go. Why don't we see if we can get some guests to come on here? Let's see. Christy Markham is on. Christy, hey Christy, would you like to join me? Do you want to jump up here with me and do a little, not a role play. What we're going to do is I need somebody to bounce this stuff off of. So I'm looking to bring somebody up. If you just chat in the comments, let me know if you want to come up on here. I'll throw the link in here and you can join me. And what we can do is play these calls, listen to them together, and give our insights on these things. So let's see. So we have Geiger. Actually, Geiger's on here. Geiger, I'm going to promote you. Let me see if you are. Let's see if you can come in as a panelist. Turn on your video, Geiger, as long as you're fully clothed. Can you hear me? Unmute yourself, Geiger. Let's see if we can bring you up in here. I need somebody to like interact with. Or maybe Christy not able to right now. Okay, no problem. Crystal McElhaney Bond, do you want to jump in here and join me? I don't hear Geiger talking. Gotta find somebody to do this with. I can do it all by myself, everybody. But if I don't have to, I'd rather not. I want somebody to play with. Jennifer Medkeefe, would you want to join? See if you can talk. Can you hear me, Jennifer? Try to unmute yourself.
Hey, I am here.
Hi.
I'm in the room with Andy. He's on the phone with the client, so I don't know.
Okay. So you're not going to be able to play today then?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, how about this? How about I play the call and you give some feedback too? What do you think? Are you an agent or an ISA?
I've been an agent for 10 years, but I actually was our ISA here at the Mitchell Group for about 6 months this year, and I'm back to ISA. I'm back to agent role now.
Okay, so you're an agent. Great. Well, you have a ton of experience. So what I'd like to do is see if we can get you to just give some feedback on these calls that I'm going to play. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Let me share these. And you let me know if you can hear it once it starts playing. Thanks for joining me, by the way. So how did you find out about this? I don't know you. It's nice to meet you.
So you met my team leader in Vegas, I think, maybe. His name is Jason Mitchell with the Mitchell Group. He may be on this call.
Yeah, very cool. That's great. I do know Jason. I just talked to him the other day.
Yeah, so I took your Conversion University back in maybe March. April, and then that's whenever I became the ISA and used your training to essentially do that role.
Great. So I'm going to see, what do you think of it, but only say good stuff. If it's bad stuff, just say, I'm not sure.
Okay. Are you talking about the Conversion University or the video?
I was like, what do you think of it, but only say good stuff.
Oh, I see. No, really, it's a game changer. If you could see my office window that's in front of me right now, I have PPO. And it is my favorite thing.
That's fantastic.
I focus on every call, yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that. That's wonderful. I'm honored, and it's nice to meet you. I'm glad you're using that stuff.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Okay, great. So let me play this first one here. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Can you hear that, Jennifer?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
Hey, Mr. Olga.
Yes, what's this?
This is Deidre Watson with you this evening.
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I wanted to call and thank you for registering your information in regards to VFWSearchHomes.com. And I wanted to call and let you know about some of the properties that you were saving here in Frisco. How's your day going?
Good, thank you. I'm just driving.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think, Jennifer, so far? How are we doing?
So far, just in my experience, asking how they are and not getting to the purpose of the call a little bit faster can sometimes cause you to just kind of hit a brick wall when people want to get off the phone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit too slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also I teach that we don't ask if it's them, right? Just assume that it is them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever his name was, Mr. Oka John, something. Just go straight in, assume that you have the right person, because if you don't, they're going to tell you. There's no way that they're going to let you talk to them if it's not them.
Right.
All righty. Well, I see that you've been looking at mostly single-family homes here in Frisco around the $435 price range.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
How soon are you guys looking to move?
Anytime I get a very good deal.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, that's what I'm here for.
Anytime I get a very good deal, right? And now Deidre did a good thing. We're going to hear it.
So are you guys needing to sell a home? Are you in an apartment now, or are you transferring?
Well, it wasn't there. I mean, this is an important question. That's something that you want to ask. But specifically to get a deal, she will ask a question about that, which is important.
What's your situation?
I actually have a cash buyer for my house.
You have a what? I'm sorry?
I have somebody paying me cash for my house.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you need to get on the move ASAP. Are you working with a realtor at the moment?
No, but I mean, I'm not going to do it until I find something that I want.
Gotcha.
I'm not in a hurry when to move. When I get a good deal, I will definitely do it.
All right, now he said good deal twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the second time. Now, I think this is where she does it.
All right. So tell me, what's a good deal for you?
There we go. All right, now we got the question in there, right? Which I think should have come earlier. You know, the question that she asked, which was, do you have a home to sell? What's going on now? Where are you living now? Obviously is important. You need to ask that kind of stuff. But when I'm teaching people to follow the no, right? If you said, hey, Mr. So-and-so, will you get in my car and go buy a house today? His no is not until I find a deal, right? Great. Well, let's talk about deal then. Get that worked out, then come back and get the rest of my pieces of information, which also I think early in the conversation also needs to be around agent. Oh, great. So when you find a great deal, do you have an agent that you're using right now, right? Is what I would ask. Get that out of the way, because agent generally supersedes everything else. Because we could talk for 10 minutes about what you think a deal is, and then you tell me that you're married to another agent. So we need to fix that first, as far as I'm concerned. What do you think, Jennifer?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely important.
Got it. Anything else that you would have done or not done so far in this call?
I think no. I mean, I think that she did a really good job in trying to find out the timeline, and he kind of brushed her off with that. And instead of kind of what I do sometimes as a fault is when I ask a question like, what is your timeline? And they say something like, oh, just when we find a good deal or when we find the house. Sometimes I'll still try to dig on that one question more whenever she did a really good job. And what I need to start doing better is just keep breezing through and asking different questions. So I think she did a really, really good job in that. And she did get the agent question in. And then, of course, she did get, to the what is a good deal. So I think she's doing good.
Good. Okay. Now what we do, and I'm not going to play the rest of the whole thing here, but what happens in this call is she gets some of the information, like that he wants to buy something. He has somebody potentially willing to purchase his home for cash. He can either sell and take that cash and go buy now, or he can buy later. But what happened is that this agent said, oh, okay, great. Well, I'll send you some listings and I'll follow up with you, right? She let him off the call without trying to set a face-to-face appointment with him, or even figure out what his process is, like how he's going about looking at houses, so that she can figure out where she can insert herself to have a meeting with the guy. Because he's really experienced, he's not the kind of person that you can say, oh, great, well, can we meet at my office and I can tell you about the home buying process, right? That's not going to work for this guy. He's pretty experienced. So she has to find another way to insert herself somewhere else. So let's go over to the next call. This is there's these two short ones. I'm going to do this one, other agent.
No, I'll do that when I can. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Phil, this is Sherry calling today.
Good, Sherry. How you doing?
Great, thank you. Just so you know, this call may be recorded for training purposes. I was just calling to follow up with your, we were talking on Saturday.
I want to tell everybody, hopefully you guys just heard this, for my people that are in dual disclosure states in terms of recording, right? So if you're like, hey, my state laws are really strict about recording, or my team leader or myself, I really care about making sure that I toe the line and am legal with getting recordings. The real quick way to do that, you just heard it in this call. Hi, this is so-and-so from Realty Company on a recorded line, ask your question. Right? So that's an easy way to just bury the disclosure into the conversation that you're having. That's for my disclosure states, right? Or for the dual party states where both people have to agree to be recorded. I just wanted to say that. Jennifer, you're in Hawaii, right? Or are you in Texas?
I'm in Texas.
Okay, got it. Do you guys have to disclose, or
No.
No, okay, got it. Some states do.
Okay, and I tried to call you back, but I didn't get a hold of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sherry. My wife and I decided to go with someone else.
Okay.
Okay.
So you already have another agent?
Yes.
Okay. And
All right, Jennifer, I'm going to put you on the spot. What would you do here? We've decided to go with another agent.
Okay, so first I would probably ask them if they have signed any documents with that agent. Have you signed any formal documentation with that particular agent yet? And then I would maybe ask who that agent is, and let them know how important it is to, interview several agents to choose the best one for them.
Got it. Okay, interesting. Good approach. I like some of it. Can I give you the script that I teach?
Yeah.
Great. So he says, we've decided to go with another agent. I'd say, oh, you decided to go with another agent. I'm just going to paraphrase and stop and see what he says. So if he gives you more information, he'll talk more about it, either how he chose the agent, or what's important about the agent, or who chose the agent, right? Or why. Or sometimes they're just going to say, yes, right? I'm not giving you anything more. There's the answer. So you just paraphrase, and then the first question I would ask is, are you committed to that agent? The word committed really tends to force people. It's like a hot potato, right? Somebody who isn't 100% committed would basically chew their arm off to keep from saying yes, that they're committed, because it's so final of a word, and we use it specifically. Committed. Are you committed to that agent? So here's what you're going to hear. You're either going to hear yes, or you're going to hear no, or you're going to hear some kind of dance, right? Like, oh, well, yeah, we met with them, or I saw them at an open house, or they're my friend, or whatever it is. That's the dance. So if it's no, great, move on in your conversation. They said they're not committed. But if they say yes, or they give you a dance, then the next question that we ask is, what's the benefit to working with that agent? Right? Because obviously, if they decided to work with somebody or want to work with somebody, they think that there's some unique benefit to working with that person. So let's find out what it is. What's the benefit to working with that agent? Whereas what you said, Jennifer, is that you would tell them how it's important to interview other agents, things like that. What I want you to do is first find out what's important to them. Essentially, what I'm saying is, what are you buying? What are you buying in an agent? What do you think you're getting, right? What are you looking for? Because it could be loyalty, it could be friendship, it could be nice, it could be an easy decision, it could be more money, it could be experience, it could be whatever it is. What is it that they think they're getting with that agent? Because that's what I'm going to try to sell you to get you to consider talking to me. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, let's hear what happened.
Yes, sir.
What's your agent's name?
Someone through my wife. I'm not sure.
What's your agent's name?
My wife.
In all fairness, this ISA was stumped. They didn't know what to do. She was doing something, and she made a valiant effort.
Made the choice.
Made the choice. Okay. And the properties that we're sending you on our website, we never even got to speak about that. Could we just speak about a little bit about what you're searching for and why you're moving?
Yeah, I just have a minute. I'm working right now.
How much?
Yeah, we currently rent and we're trying to, we want to own. So that's why we're moving, and we're looking for a townhouse up in the Amesbury, Salisbury area.
Okay, now the guy said I have an agent, and Jennifer, I muted you because there's a lot of background noise, but he said, I have an agent. This ISA keeps pushing to talk to the guy, and he starts to talk to her, but let's hear what happens near the end, because here's the reason that I teach to follow the no, is because your no is always going to come back up. This guy probably isn't going to change his mind about, the fact that he says he has an agent isn't going to change in the course of this conversation. It's going to come back up, probably. Let's hear what happens.
Consultation that goes over your house buying process.
Yeah.
A very helpful buyer's consultation, and it's an
She's pitching
agent,
a
but I just wanted to just give you a few things that, okay, fantastic. So I just wanted to let you know just about Maloney Properties. You said that your wife had chosen an A agent, but I just wanted to just give you a few things that in case your agent didn't offer this, maybe you could speak to your wife about it, is that we offer a very helpful buyer's consultation, and it's complimentary, and this is specific to townhouses. It's a consultation that goes over your house buying process, so your particular needs. And like I said, it's complimentary. We come to you, it only takes about a half hour.
Yeah.
So it goes over.
Now, Jennifer, remember when I said we're going to ask what's the benefit to working with that agent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, imagine if this guy had said, well, the benefit to working with that agent is they have this really great process that they said they can put us through where they determine our needs and really match us up with the perfect home.
Yeah.
Well, if he said that, then this pitch would be right down the alley, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't say that, then the pitch is not right down the alley. It's just like you're just trying to pitch him on something that he isn't necessarily looking for.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we ask what the benefit is, because we want to figure out what he wants to get out of working with that agent, and then we can craft our pitch better. This is just a blind pitch.
Whole entire thing of what's going to happen. So if your agent maybe doesn't offer that, you could consider, interviewing us as well, because that is something that's very helpful, and it's very for you and your wife. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right.
All
right,
right, I'll
fantastic.
talk to you when I go home later. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Shelly.
May I check back in with you about 48 hours?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. All right, Phil, I appreciate that. Thank you for your time.
All right, she has the right spirit, man. I mean, that's like she's trying to go for it, and she gets an A for effort, but the methodology that she's using is just not effective. It's way more effective to understand how they're making their decisions. He said the wife chose the agent. So understand, how did the wife find the agent? What's important to the wife about that agent? What's important to him about that agent, right? Find out what those fine details are, and then see if there's an opportunity where you could offer him more, better, cheaper, faster, easier if he would consider meeting with you. Good stuff. Let's see. Jennifer, I really appreciate you playing with me, because otherwise it's like me just talking to the air, and I hate that.
Yeah, I think it's really helpful for me too. But real quick, on that last call, would you have done anything differently in pushing a little bit further to meet in person rather than a call follow-up in a couple of days?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes. And I didn't even say that. Thank you for pointing that out. Definitely. I would have found out what's important. What's the benefit to working with that agent? How did your wife find that agent? How did your wife choose that agent? What's important to you and your wife about the home that you purchase, right? Get those details and then say something like, got it. So-and-so, if you haven't signed an agreement with that agent yet, would you consider meeting with me for 5 or 10 minutes to see if I can? Now we're going to insert the benefit things that you're looking for, what you want to get out of your home purchase, right? Or the process.
Mm-hmm.
If I could do A and B, and maybe even give you more C without X, without X getting in the way, would you consider that before you lock yourself into a contract with them?
Okay.
Got it. Okay, so now let's do it Wednesday. How does that sound? And then here's what I would do even further, Jennifer, is if I was able to set that appointment with Mr., right? And I know that Mrs. picked that agent, Mr. is going to go talk to Mrs. and say, guess what? We have another agent coming over. And Mrs. is probably going to say, you're out of your mind. Cancel that crap. They're not coming over here, right? That's probably going to happen, right, Jennifer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do when I'm on the phone with Mr. is I'm going to say, okay, great. Now, once he agrees to the appointment, I'd say, got it. All right, great. Now, if you go talk to your wife and your wife is like, we already have an agent. I want to work with this person over here because of X, Y, and Z. What are you going to say to her? I'm going to coach this guy.
Wow.
Right? I'm going to coach him. I'm going to coach him to have the conversation that I know he's going to have, right? So that I can defend it. And I might even ask him things like, so what would be really important to you about comparing agents? What would you want to figure out? And how would you know whether you found the right one, right? Got it. Okay, so that's how you would know. Great. So when you talk to Mrs., you know, if Mrs. is like, oh, well, we already have somebody, just point out to her that what you want to find out in our meeting on Wednesday in the first 5 or 10 minutes is X, whatever he said.
Okay.
I'm giving him the script that's going to protect my appointment.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah, I like it.
Good. Yeah, we got to do that. Like, it's, you know, that as soon as he gets off the phone, he's going to call Mrs. or text her and she'll be like, what? That's it. You're out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear this one. We got two common ones here.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy. This
Yes, sir.
is Properties. How are you today?
Good. From
This call
what
may be
properties?
Maloney Properties.
Yes.
Yes, this call may be recorded for training purposes. You had come into our website to register, and I was just following up. Are you still in the market to buy?
Excuse me. We are, but not. I've been too ill.
Okay, she got her most important question answered, right? The most important question is, are you planning to buy or sell real estate? She got that question answered, and now this woman's going to convince her to get off the phone.
So you'll need to call back
Here's what
next
she
week. We are, but not. I've been too ill, so you'll need to call back next week.
Oh, absolutely, and I hope you feel better. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Okay,
Thank you.
Nancy. Bye.
she exits the call. Here's what I want you to do. Okay, listen, we know that she's sick. She doesn't feel good. I completely get that. We got our most important question answered, but there's some other key questions we need answered. And the hardest thing to do is to get somebody back on the phone, right? Like, that's the most difficult thing to do these days, is to get somebody to answer their phone. So I want you to just ask a couple more questions, right? Say, oh, wow, I'm really sorry to hear that. Do you guys have an agent that you're planning to work with? Get the agent question answered. And then if we can get a third question answered, when do you think, what's your time frame? When would you like to be in your new home? Get those two more questions answered, and then set a follow-up call with this person. Like, schedule it. Hey, you know what? It's Wednesday right now. How about I give you a call on Monday after work? What time do you get done work, right? Tee it up, like dial it in so that we can have something planned. All right, now let's hear this other one. And you're muted, Jennifer. I'm not able to unmute you.
Hello.
Hi, Barbara. This is Properties. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thank you. This call may be recorded for training purposes. I was calling because you had registered on our website, and I was just following up with that and wondering, are you in the market to buy in the next year?
Actually, I'm on vacation right now, so I'm not even thinking about it.
You're on vacation right now. May I follow up with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is really similar to I'm sick, can't talk, right? I'm on vacation, can't talk. She didn't answer the question, the most important question. Are you buying or selling, right? She just said, I'm on vacation, I can't think about it right now. Bring her back, just acknowledge, oh, got it, you're on vacation. Hey, where are you at? I mean, I would actually say, where are you vacationing? And just have like a quick little thing. Oh, that's fantastic. So do you think you'll be buying like in the next 6 months, 3 to 6 months, or you're not really sure? It's like a couple years, or are you even in the market? Get the answer to the question. One of the big reasons that we have to get the answer to the question is because we need to understand who to follow up with and who not to follow up with, right? When you have all these follow-ups and all these people that you could call, wouldn't you rather throw out somebody who isn't going to be buying and focus on people who are going to be buying? That's why it's your most important question, and you need to get it answered. It'll help you sort your leads and make a much more purposeful conversation. And then find out, when do they come back from vacation? When can we discuss this? Tee up an appointment to actually have a conversation with them. All right, that's it for me. I'm over a little, well, no, I guess we started late. Jennifer, thank you for joining me. You're muted.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, yeah, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for
We're working
somebody I
on
can
it
bounce stuff off of.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us, cash call people out there. And here's what I want to say. There's a bunch of you people on the cash call. Give me a chat. Give me a message in the chat. Tell me what you think. Was it thumbs up or thumbs down? Was it awesome or not so awesome? Could it have been awesomer? What do you think? Real quick. Do a chat on Facebook. Everybody watching Facebook. Brendan, where do we get copies of the video training? Thumbs up. Thanks, Brendan. All of these are streamed live into the Lab Coat Agents Facebook group. So you can join there, go in there, and you can I don't know if you can download the videos or what. They might also put them onto YouTube. Let's see. I'm not seeing any comments. Come on, guys. Comment on Facebook. Where's my Facebook comments? Peter Kima, Cindy Decker, Salvatore Salamone, Mike, I can't pronounce your last name, Jerry Masius, Gene Volpe. Gene Volpe, you better give me a chat in here. Give me something. Give me a what's up. There we go. Very helpful. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Geiger, thumbs up. Hair looks good. All I get is a good, Geiger. It's just good. I did this for you, buddy. This is great. But thank you for the acknowledgement. All right, everybody. Great seeing you. Cash call today. I think my co-host Brian's going to be on next week with me, which would be great. It gets a little lonely in here. Thank you, Geiger. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Sell a lot of real estate. We'll see you next week.